Hey guys, welcome to another Jason the X review, and this is the Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Skydive. And I love the aerial bots, and I'm glad they're back. And hey, I mean, they're aerial bots. I used to always love planes as a kid, so the aerial bots are right up my alley. Didn't actually have the toy as a kid. Surprisingly, the aerial bots were hard to attain. But anyway, I got them now. It's all about being a kid again. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the box it comes in. So we've got a Combiner Wars, some very nice artwork on these packaging for these guys. You got to look at a Skydive in his robot mode. Lots of languages represented there. And we're going to look at Superion, which actually has the arm that we're missing. Or is that? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Let's try to see if that was one of the ones we already had. And we got a Combiner there. So there's a look at Skydive in the back and his big double barrel blaster. I love his gun most of all. Look at the, I believe that is a Falcon. So, and there's a look. I don't know why Drag Strip is there. God, just release the other freaking aerial bot. I mean, all of them are modular. They can all become legs or limbs. So here we have Skydive, and he is a Falcon. A little bit of old school there. I love the design, and he's pretty much just like an aerial bot would have been back in the day. You pretty much got a body down here and arms and legs tucked in and jet mode on top. But he is nice. He does have a kind of a hard rubber cone, nose cone that is. Got some molded missiles underneath. His head is right here. It's just turned around. He's just pretending that you can't see him. You can't see me because my face is covered. Got an opaque on the cockpit. Nice Autobot symbols here. I love the gold and black. I mean, very reminiscent of the old toy. And there's pretty much his port for the foot or fist, however you choose to use that particular attachment. So, comparison-wise, since I got him right here, here he is next to Sandstorm. And Sandstorm's a little bit bigger than, I don't know, no, this should be way bigger. But anyway. Another comparison here he is with Deluxe Optimus Prime. Size matters not. So, anyway, pretty nice jet mode. Really do dig it. And let's go ahead and show his accessories. He does come with this little missile pod that can either be a foot or it can be a fist, depending on how you turn it. It does have a little hole here that you can fit weapons into. It is a 5mm port, and he does have his double barrel blaster, which I love so much. And you can just put that in there. He also has this port at the top where, you know, hey, if you really want a Falcon that's got some firepower, this pilot would be terrified every time this gun went off. Anyway, transformation. Let's go ahead and change him into his limbs before we do the actual robot mode. So you can take this portion here, and this is all on a double hinge right here. You want to take that and push it down, and you can push that in. Fold the wings this way. And for the head, you just want to kind of bring these legs down. They're split in half. Turn the head around because you're going to do this and turn this into a foot. I like to put them on this way. And there you have him pretty much as a foot. There's his port that we're going to use right here. Of course, you can change around whichever way you want to. I like him this way, but I honestly do use him for an arm just because I like how he looks as an arm. Now, arm-wise, you want to go ahead and leave these fins back. Rotate these, well, unpin them from the sides. There's a little slot right there. Rotate these up. Right here, they're on a double hinge. You just rotate them up and that way, and they kind of lock in. Take the arms and just angle them back, bring them up and turn them around because there's a little slot here that's going to go into a tab on the wing. Same thing with the other side. And we're almost there. We just want to take these legs and bring them down and unpeg it. As you can see, there are forming the legs here. Now what you want to do is these tabs on the back, you want to bring them in So these slots are horizontal because there are tabs on the back of here that are going to fit right in there. You just want to make sure everything is locked together. Turn the waist around, and then you can take the fist, and I usually like to use this one as the left. Alright, plug it into that port there, and there you have a big beefy arm. Now I love how this guy looks on Superion. It looks really good as an arm. Superion's legs are really skinny, the thigh part is, but this is a good looking arm. We got a nice double jointed wrist there, and this hand, I mean, you've got articulation here. It can open up, the thumb can move in and out. You got quite a bit of articulation with this little piece here. But anyway, since we're almost pretty much to robot mode, what we want to do is take these legs, bring them back around forward, split them in half, take the head and just rotate this up. I can bring the camera up slightly so I can see what the hell I'm talking about. Unpeg these arms and just raise them up because they're also on a double hinge. Rotate them around, and there you have Skydive in his robot mode. And for simple little bots, I mean, these guys are pretty awesome. Check out that face sculpt. I love the metal look of his face. Just, it looks very techy. It almost looks like, I can't place it. Now, I don't like these visible screws here. There's a lot of visible screws. I feel like I'm looking at the back of a figure that, you know, would have these behind, but these are right up front. Not digging that so much. Articulation wise, he does bend 90 degrees at the knee. Got a twist at the thigh, which doesn't work very well because it just pops that joint out. So yeah, having some problems with that. This one is okay. This one seems to be a little stuck. There we go. Kind of get it. He does have waist articulation. That's more for the transformation, but he does have it. Well, it's more for the combined mode. The arms are on some very nice ball joints here. You've got a ball joint in here, and you've got just a peg going through here, but it goes up and down and rotates up. You got a twist at the elbow, 90 degrees on the, twist at the shoulder joint, the bicep, 90 degrees at the elbow, no wrist articulation, but he does have a nice ball jointed head. You can get some kind of good moves out of it. He can't go all the way back. Well, actually he can, but if you push this combiner port out, so you can kind of look forward as he's flying. The gun just fits right in his hand. There we go. It's not a bad looking robot. I actually really do dig this guy. Here he is next to Classics Prime. So yeah, he's really in that deluxe scale, and you know, really makes a good limb because he's a deluxe size. That's perfect for a limb. And of course, this other part, I mean, it can either be a foot. You can also use this as a weapon, I guess. Bring this forward. He's got a heavier missile pod. Unfortunately, my elbow joint on this one is really weak over here. So he can't really hold that weapon too well. But yeah, it does work as, you know, a little missile thing, I guess. Kind of goofy looking. But Skydive is very cool. I love the Autobot logo here. Just a really good robot. And if you're thinking about getting the Combiner Wars, and if you're on the fence like I was, I would go ahead and say, go ahead and get these guys. They're really turned out to be pretty special. I gotta say, I really do like them. They're not much, but they are aerial bots, and I gotta say, it's good to have combiners back. Anyway, guys, I'm JasonX. Make sure you check out cineleaks.com. Check out SCNS Live. Follow me on Twitter at JasonX, or follow the show on Facebook at SCNS, Facebook/SCNS Live. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.